What's up, family? Welcome to Positive Power Double XI, J. Royce Films. I'm Jerry Royce Live, and you're watching The Red Room with Shay Samuels, right here on Music Vision Television. That's right, MVTV-21.com. It's going to be awesome, y'all. So please share this file. It's going to be awesome. You know what's going to be? It's going to be lit.
Welcome to another episode of The Red Room. I am your host, Shay Samuels, and we just want to welcome you once again. Listen, the episodes are getting better. The guests are amazing. And I know that you all are learning so much from these shows. I'm the host, and let me tell you, I've learned so much. So I want you to buckle your seatbelts because this episode will be no different. I'm going to tell you something. Every week we have a different guest. Every week we have a different story. Every week we have a different testimony. Every week we have a different breakthrough. Every week there's something different for you to be able to tap into. No matter what guest is on here, you're going to be blessed. So I'm going to go ahead and get started and get this guest introduced. And listen, I want you to stay tuned because this is going to be amazing. Today's topic is nothing short, but I made it. How many of you have decided I'm going to give up today? Listen, y'all might be looking at me like, what is she talking about? I want to give up. But I'm talking to someone today that decided they were just going to give up. I hear too much about suicide on a daily basis. I hear a number of people say they don't know what their purpose is. I hear so many other people say they just gave up. That's it. When I say what happened, they say I gave up. Today, we're going to show you how you can make it. Even if you didn't think that you can, I'm going to promise you by the end of this episode, you're going to be saying, I made it. So I'm going to go ahead and get my guest introduced. And I want you again to just buckle your seatbelts for this conversation. So without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and introduce Dr. Val and let her tell you who she is and a little bit about her.
Amen. Well, thank you, first of all, for having me on the show. I appreciate that. You guys are great. Just meeting you, but positive power. Amen. Yes, I'm Pastor Valerie Faust. I'm the senior pastor of Living Word Tabernacle in Albany, New York. I am also a retired educator, taught school for many years. I also am somewhat of a politician, ran for mayor last year.
Wow.
Didn't win, but won in another way. I'm also an author. I wrote a book called Good Dad, Bad Dad, Who's Your Daddy?
Oh, I love it.
About being a Christian and knowing that you are, and knowing that God is your father and the devil. And so much else. I have a show on Positive Power, XX Christian Media, every Monday night at 8 p.m., which is wonderful. And I tune into that. I could say so much more, but I think that's enough for now.
I love it. I love it. Look, she started the show without even knowing she started the show. She said, I ran for mayor. I didn't win, but I won another way. And look, I couldn't write that down fast enough. I'm in my brain like, remember that. But she said, I did not win. I won another way. And that's what this show is all about. Never giving up.
Never giving up.
Pastor Val, it's so easy for us to give up. It's so easy for us to not see what we designed our lives to be. I was saying to someone the other day, I said, why is it so important for us to achieve a level of success or attain success? And when we don't, we automatically feel like a failure. And most people don't realize that just because your plan didn't work, God has another plan that's going to exceed your expectation. And so you said, I went for something. Of course, you didn't go to lose. You didn't run for mayor to lose, right?
That's right. That's right.
You didn't run for mayor to lose. You did not win. Listen, you didn't say I lost. You said, right. I didn't win.
Right.
I didn't win. but I won another way. Talk to the person listening today about not winning on one end, but God opening up a door in another.
Amen. Amen. Anytime that you're in a race or in a challenge or competing, most of the time, only one person can get the place that you're going after. And you have to go in with an open mind. I'm going to win. I'm going to produce. I'm going to overcome. I'm going to do this. But at the same time, you're saying, but if it turns out another way, that's okay, because I am following my dream. I am not sitting down saying, I wish I had. And so just getting in there makes you a winner. Getting in there and learning. Woo! If it doesn't turn out the way you want it, find out what you learned, find out who you met, find out what doors were open, and how you should back it up. If you want to do it again, how I'm gonna do it better. And so you just don't give up.
Oh my goodness.
Listen, giving up is not an option.
I'm gonna tell you, naturally, y'all, she is preaching and it's just coming out of her. I can't contain myself. Listen, you gotta be in it to win it.
You gotta be
in it to win it. You don't know who God is gonna place in your pathway. You gotta show up. Paula G and I have this saying, #show up. And I tell everybody that in every show that we have, every radio interview, because if you don't, you haven't even touched the plateau of where God. Most people, we say faith without work is dead.
Right.
And a lot of people feel like, I need a job, but I'm gonna wait because I have faith. That verse, that verse says, faith without work is dead. You started off with a vision, Pastor Val. You started off with a vision. You said, listen, here's what I want to do. I'm going to run for mayor. But here's what happened. There had to be a lack somewhere for you to say, I need to be in this position first and foremost.
Exactly.
There's something there that says, I need to be right where the people need me.
That's right.
When you decided that, you had to start preparing for something in order for this win to happen. You couldn't just show up in your sweatpants and your t-shirt with a shirt that says, I'm here to win it. Come on, Pastor. And so here's what happened. You got in and you met the right people. Listen, never give up. You met the right people. Somebody said, I love her tenacity. Somebody said, I love her smile. Somebody said, I love the way this woman dresses. Somebody said, I love the way that she's speaking. She may not be good for this, but she's definitely good for that. And that's how you make it. That is how you make it. So talk to us a little bit about, you are a cancer survivor, and I've heard that your testimony is amazing, and I cannot wait to hear it. But even in that, you did not give up.
No. Even in that, I remember when I got the diagnosis, and it was pretty bad. I had a 3-4 lump in one breast. It was double breast cancer, and I had the 2-3 level in another breast. And the lymph. I had no clue I had it. I was doing mammograms every year, and I just went this year, and bam, I got cancer, and it's in bad stage. And when I came home from the hospital, I said, wait a minute now. Wow. This don't make sense. And it took me a minute to wrap my head around it. And so I remember walking in the house.
Wow.
I fell back on my refrigerator and I said, Lord, I know that you can heal through doctors and medicines and operation. I said, but I choose the more excellent way. I want a miracle. And it started from there. And the Lord said to me, you can live or you can die. And I got scared. I said, I don't want my life in my hand like that, Oh, just tell me I'm going to live. Don't leave it up to me. But long story short, I began to pray. And I said to my oncologist and to the surgeon, she was like, you got to get it done because you're in your worst case, and it's in your lymph nodes and spread and and they did all the tests and whatnot. But you know what? I said, just give me 3 weeks. I said 3 weeks, but I said, give me 3 weeks. And if I don't see a change, you can have me. You could do what you want at that time. I came home and I said, 3 weeks, Lord.
Yeah.
Weeks. My diet changed. I started hearing the Lord saying, don't eat this, don't eat that, do it this way, do it that way. And then Shay, he gave me herbals.
Wow.
I was like, I didn't know anything at that time. I'm like, okay, herbals. So I had to go to the health food store and buy raw herbs and cook them up on the stove. And he would tell me, I'm telling you, God talks, and he talks in specifics.
Yes.
So he said, mix it this way. I'm just hearing all this in my spirit. Take it this way. And then he would change it mid-level, or take this one. And I began to do that. And sometimes, Shay, those herbs were so nasty. I'm like, maybe I want to die. but I did that. And he took away ice cream at that time. He took a heavy coffee drinker. He took away some other things and had me cooking different ways. But I tell you, in 3 weeks, with that prayer and faith, lumps were gone. They couldn't find the tumors.
Wow.
No lymph nodes under my arm.
Wow.
They said, no, Shay, they tried to kill me because they knew they were there. They did all types of tests. They did all, what the process they go through. They know, and they're sure, but they were gone.
Yes. Yes.
Oh man, I got that miracle. And then to show you how God is, I started ice cream again, and I started coffee again right away. And do you know, though, the lymph nodes came back under my arms? I started regressing.
Wow.
The spirit said, stop.
Because you went back.
I went back, but I thought, I got healed. So now let me enjoy what I like. But you know what? I had to leave it alone. And I obeyed, because I went to God and said, what happened? What happened? And you went back.
Listen.
So of course, I had to obey 100%. And that's been 2003. And they were giving me mammograms every 3 months. Then it went to every 6 months. Then it went back to yearly, because they couldn't believe it.
Oh my goodness.
So, faith. I don't want to leave out faith, because and the lump was so big in one of the breasts, you didn't even have to feel for it. You could see it.
Wow.
So what do we walk by? Sight?
Oh, come on, look.
What we walk by? Feeling?
Listen.
People's opinions? No, we walk by faith.
Listen. Faith and obedience. Faith and obedience. Faith and obedience. I'm adding that to my recipe of life. Faith and obedience.
Faith and obedience.
Because a lot of us, what I heard is a lot of us aren't making it because we go back.
We go back.
Listen, a lot of us aren't making it because we go back. A lot of you are not making it because you've decided to pick up the thing. God has healed you. God has done what God promised. Listen, his promises are yes and amen. And you decided you want to go back. Listen, God delivered you from some things, and you decided, because I feel better, I'm going to go back to this thing. Mm-hmm. And then God reminds you that I need you to be obedient, especially in this season, because I'm trying to do something different. Listen, especially in this season.
Yes.
I want to encourage you all who are listening today. I want to encourage you who are watching today. Do not go back.
No.
Somebody woke up this morning thinking, I need to go back to this thing. It can be as simple as a job, because you're not finding what you want. You deciding you want to go back because you're familiar with this thing. But God is asking for faith and obedience. Faith and obedience. Yes. I want to say thank you, because you have decided that you wanted to live. Come on, Pastor. Right. You decided you wanted to live.
Yes.
You said, okay, well, don't put that much on me. God gave you a choice.
He gave me a choice.
You decided, I'm going to live.
Mm-hmm. So I chose life.
Yes, you chose life. You said, look, God, you were honest. You said, look, that's too much for me to handle. Just tell me I'm going to live, will you? Because listen, if you give me the choice, I don't know. But God never came out of your ear.
Right.
God never came out of your ear. You had a Noah's Ark experience in this. God started to give you the blueprint of how all of this was supposed to work. Listen, people, God's giving you the blueprint right now. God is giving you the blueprint. God's been giving you the blueprint. It's whether or not you might have the faith, but lack obedience. Listen, I'm going to ask you to encourage someone today in the last bit of minutes that we have. Encourage someone today, please. And you've been encouraging me, and I know that someone's probably sitting on like Nutty Professor. Yes, I can. Yes,
that's it.
I can. But encourage someone, not necessarily that they're not, they're in this stuck place, right? They're in this stuck place that they're going to make it. Encourage them today that they're going to make it.
Well, that's it right there. You have to believe that you're going to make it. You have to, that's why the world have positive affirmations. Say in the mirror, I'm going to make it. I'm beautiful. I'm strong. I'm capable. It's able. God is on my side. I can do all things through Christ. You have got to put work in yourself. You have to put work in yourself. You can't be lazy about whatever you want in your life. You have to make a step. Yes. And although it's not in the Bible, they say if you make one step, God will make two. But the Bible does say when you do your part, God will do his part. So don't give up on yourself. And one of the things that keep people back is their past failures. You have to come out of the past, except for the lessons you learned. Yes. Come into the now and start doing something differently, getting, you said earlier, Shay, that we have to connect to people. Yes. And get to some positive people and that will help you, and then push forward. If you fall down, honey, that's not the problem. Getting back up is what you need to do. If you seem like you failure only taught you how not to do it again.
Come on.
And so it's nothing bad in that. And you know what? A lot of you may be in transition, and transition is really hard. It's like you are in a slam locked door. You come out a slam locked door and you're in the hallway going to another door, and that door slam locks on you. And so you're caught in the middle. So you don't know how to go back or go forward, but you stand right there and trust God. God, I need you to open the door for me. I need you to make another way. Put time in yourself. Trust God. And when he speaks, obey. You can make it. You can make it, because all of us, the measure of faith, every one of us, you have faith, you have ability, and you can make it. And if you believe that, God will send you people to help you do what he has given you to do. Shay, isn't this true? If he give you a vision, he will give you the provision.
Come on.
Hang in there. Don't give up, don't give out, and don't give in. It's not an option.
I love it. And I've noticed a lot of people who are visionaries at this point. And, I shouldn't even call them visionaries. Thank you. I shouldn't even call them visionaries. There are a number of people who have reached into me for finances to finance certain things that they do. And I'm not talking about a little bit of money. I'm talking 5,000 and up. You get what this is like an auction. God has given them a vision, but they're going out to people to say, here's what I need. And when they don't get it, they get frustrated. Yeah. And so I started saying, if you buy it, you pay for it. But if God buys it, God's going to pay for it. If you buy it, you're going to pay for that thing. But if God buys it, God's going to pay for it. The difference between the two is when I'm hungry and I want something to eat, I'm going to go out, I'm going to pay for that thing. But when God sends me around a group of people who I even aspire to be, I'm telling you, I go out, I'm not touching $1. They've already taken care of the bill. I'm trying to tell you that God will put you in front of the right people at the right time in the right season of your life. And I guarantee you, it starts in the mind. I've heard Pastor Val say this pretty much all the whole show. It starts in the mind. Be transformed by the renewal of your mind. Yes. It starts in the mind. You have to decide. She said, God, look, what's going to happen here? God says, you can choose to live, or you can choose to die. You can choose to live. You can choose to die. God didn't just say, look, I got so much for you that I need you to live. God said, it's your choice. It is your choice. So what choice are you going to make today? I want everybody to know where they can locate you, where they can find you, because this is an amazing. And when I say this is someone you want to connect to, don't just sit there and think, okay, well, I heard what they had to say, but don't take action on it. Where can the viewers find you, Doctor? I keep saying doctor. I don't know why I keep saying doctor, but Pastor Val, where can the viewers find you?
You can find me on Facebook, and I'm looking at my at Be Faith Faust, and Faith has an E on it. That's my middle name. It has on it, V Faith Faust. And then you can catch me, as I said, on Positive Power, double X. You can catch me there every Monday night at 8 p.m. And you can also on my, the other thing is Instagram. All right, Instagram is at Faith Faust. And
I want you to connect with her.
Faust, you know, and my website, we're still working on it. Can go on under my name and see and listen to and learn some more about me.
If you were not blessed by this episode, I encourage you to, again, to start trying to transform the mind, renew your mind. This episode did something for me today. And I want to say thank you, Pastor Val, for blessing me on today and for allowing me to be renewed in my mind and to know, although I made it, there's still some making to do.
That's it.
I want to thank you all for tuning in to the Red Room. I want you to stay tuned for another amazing episode. And we thank our guests. And we just want to say, you can make it. You can make it. So until the next episode, we will see you. I'm your host, Shay Samuels, and you have just enjoyed another episode of the Red Room. We'll see you soon.
Bye-bye.
Few years ago, I was in the darkest time in my life. I remember laying down. I had so many tears all in my eyes. I was begging God, please, just let me die. Let me die. He said, hold on, my child. I come to reassure you, it's gonna get better. It's gonna get better after a while. But he told me this, he said, you gotta push, don't give up. I got work for you to do. You gotta trust me. I ain't never left you, and I'm able to pull you through. You got to get to the promise. Push to get to the promise. I serve you notice to hold on. I don't care how rough it gets. To the promise. Because God, He ain't never left you. Because God has never left you. Maybe somebody driving their car or laying in their bed right now, and you feel a little bit like I felt. Can I serve you notice right now, my child? God is your very present help. You gotta push, don't give up. Got work for you to do. You gotta trust Him. He ain't never left you. He's able to pull you through. You got to get to the promise. I done race you right, but you gotta trust in God. To get to the promise. Faith without works is dead. I dare you to hold on. Get to the promise. Because God, He ain't never left me. God, He ain't never left you. Oh, God, He ain't never left you. I don't care how rough it gets. God is your help. God ain't
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? This here is for the woman that belongs with me, man. She knows who she is. I'm gonna talk to her heart right now. I got eyes for you. Shot goes out to the woman that inspired me to write this, man. I got eyes for you. Let's go. I can't see what your time is. I wanna say I love you and will keep you near. I pray for you every day in my heart of tears. Where were you when I was hurt and all alone? I'm waiting to see your face. And our first home, all I can do is thank God for you in every way. Every time I'm making dinner, baby, you're making your plate. I can feel your presence, your essence, your beautiful face. I feel you close to me. I can't let you get away. I'm going to family events. I go home, I just cry. I can't wait to kneel in your love. I will never hide. Do you hear me? I'm speaking to your heart. Lord, where is she? This journey, I'm ready to start. I can't lie, I chose the wrong ones and they wasn't you. Endure the pain, surface scars, still look black and blue. I can't wait to kiss and hug you without acting phony. I was the pretend husband with her, and you was matrimony. Come on. I got eyes for you. Baby girl, I got eyes for you. Cause I got them. I got eyes for you. Baby girl, I got eyes for you. Cause I got them. I got eyes for you. No one lies between lies and the truth. Can you hear me? I got eyes for you. I can't see what your time is due. I can say the ones I chose, can't put the blame on them. I know your worth and how you move, and your light won't go dim. Best kept moments in my heart reflect when needed. Is it wrong to love your fragrance, your Victoria's Secrets? I need a sign that it's you, so I can give you that ice. That side of the bed was cold, when you come, it's right. The desires of my heart, Jesus said he will give them. I'm reaching for your soul and jazz it up when we win it. I ran away from so many, the aftermath was deadly. Hiding in plain sight with you, know that I'm ready. Day one, your heart smiled, a legacy of hope. Hey, love, I'm feeling you. My choice is no smoke. Something about this now, I can feel it in the air. When I get you, that beast in me, want them to stare. I'm loving the thought of you. I'm trying to shape your voice. I can't see you, but I'm awake cause I made my choice. I got eyes for you. Baby girl, I got eyes for you. Cause I got them. I got eyes for you. Baby girl, I got eyes for you. Cause I got them. I got eyes for you. No one lies between lies and the truth. Can you hear me? I got eyes for you. I can't see what your time is due. Cause I got them. I got eyes for you. Baby girl, I got eyes for you. Cause I got them. I got eyes for you. Baby girl, I got eyes for you. Cause I got them. I got eyes for you. No one lies between lies and the truth. Can you hear me? I got eyes for you. I can't see but your time is due. Cause I got them. I got eyes for you. Baby girl, I got eyes for you. I got eyes for you. Baby girl, I got eyes for you.